Hey, what is up guys, Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Eversoul video. Today's video is going to be an ultimate beginner's guide. Hopefully 5 important tips that I've hopefully gathered over the past couple of days playing the game to help you guys out. Alright, if any of you guys are new to the game and have been wanting to try out the game, hopefully this can be a helpful video for you. Now, without further ado, let's jump into it. But first, this video is sponsored by BlueStacks. Now, I'm running this game on BlueStacks right now. As you guys can see currently at BlueStacks 5.5 Pi 64 beta, it's actually very smooth. Alright, I actually do think BlueStacks is, if you're looking for a good emulator to run it, this seems to be a very smooth one per se. I can even show you guys the animation, so we can jump into here. So BlueStacks, if you guys are not aware, is an Android emulator. It allows you to play any Android or iOS games on PC, so you can install it. It's fast, it's smooth, it's simple, it's quick, it's not difficult to use at all. Basically, you just launch it and you just install the game. Anything on the Play Store will be there. So you can see even the animations displayed is Jacqueline, my favorite character currently. Look at this. Alright, so even the animations displayed are actually very smooth. You don't see any, drop in frames whatsoever. She hits from the outer space, bam. So yeah, make sure you guys download BlueStacks if you guys want to try to play the game out on PC. Let's jump into the video. Now, the first tip for me to you guys is regarding Eversoul itself. This game is an idle gacha game. So with an idle gacha game, you don't want to level up lots of characters. Alright, you just want to focus on 5 characters. Do not level up anyone else. So you want to only focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first 5 characters, and then the rest of the characters will follow suit. So there's this thing called the synchro device in this game. You can access it by going to the arc right here in the level sync. So in this level sync system, basically you can see these 5 characters on the right. These are the main ones. And the character on the left are the sub ones, secondary ones. They will be following the character levels here. If you don't do this correctly, if you let's say you level up wrong whatsoever, it's not the end of the world. You can still reset the character, right? Reset level right here, but it's gonna cost you 30 gems, 30 Everstones, which is a premium currency. This is the same currency that's used for pulling characters. So ideally, you don't want to try to make too much mistake. Hopefully focus on 5 characters and just power level them and let the rest, the rest of the character just get their level from the level sync whatsoever. So level sync, you can unlock them using this thing called the what is this thing called? Leaf of Life, which you can get every single day. You get 50 from your dailies. Eventually you're gonna get more and more, and you will be able to unlock more slots. So don't worry about it early on. You only have enough for a couple of slots, but eventually if you play the game long enough, you're gonna have more along the way. Now the second one is going to be dupes. So what do you do with dupes, and how many dupes do you need per character? Now, if you guys are not aware, this Ascension, let me briefly explain the system. Now, there's 2 separate things that you need to know. One is Ascension, one is Transcension. So early on, you're gonna need to worry about Ascension first. Now, what the heck is Ascension and what the heck is Transcension? Now, as you can see, for the Ascension, it's pretty straightforward. Combine 2 rare, you get rare plus. You combine 2 rare plus, you get an epic. You combine 2 epic, you get an epic plus. So that's pretty straightforward and all. Once you go to the higher, so you need to combine 2 epic plus, you need legendary. This is where you gotta be careful. You need 2 same type of souls that are needed for Ascension. Now, same type meaning that either it's a human type, fairy type, demon type, so on and so forth, right? So you can see it's alternately. So from epic plus is safe, but this one, from epic plus to legendary, you have to be very careful because you don't want to sacrifice your other rare characters or your other epic characters by accident. I'm going to show you guys an example afterwards. Legendary to legendary plus is straightforward because you can only use the same dupe, right? Legendary plus to eternal, same concept applies as this one. You can see you need the same type. So the stage that you need the same type, that one gets a bit confusing because you don't want to accidentally sacrifice those epic that you get from pulls. So ideally you want to be very careful. Sacrifice only the rare that you ascend above from the pulls. And then you can see eternal to eternal plus, same concept here. Eternal plus to origin, 2 same epic souls. So this one again only need dupes. Transcension is the last one. So now let me see if I can get some of these. For example, I have this Karen. So right now you can see what I'm doing is I'm trying to get them up using the same type, this is undead type. So under undead class, I can ascend this soul. This is from rare plus to epic. So I can do this. So you can see I'm gonna have her at epic. Alright, just to show you guys an example, epic plus. Now for epic plus, right, notice you will need other epic plus characters. Like I said, it's okay to sacrifice this girl right here because she comes from rare. But you don't want to sacrifice this girl, Catherine right here. You don't want to sacrifice her because she is an epic nature character. She's harder to obtain. So you want to get 2 of these. I want to take Petra. I can use 2 of her to get to legendary. Alright, from epic plus to legendary. So my Petra already got 1 dupe before. Epic plus to legendary, fortunately, this will increase it to 140 level cap. And as you can see, it's gonna give you way more stats. You can see 7,000 attack, etc, etc. Right? So now you can see Petra is my first legendary character. Hooray! Tip number 3 for you guys, very important if you guys are stuck in any of the story stages. Do you guys know that you can borrow your friend units? Alright, so how do you do that? Click on this and then go to friend section right here. So you want to go here to hire soul. So this is very, it helps a lot when you hire soul, especially if you have a friend that's very, very strong, like a whale friend. So you can use this to help you push towards in the story. So you can see hire soul 0 out of 5 up to 5. So you can hire depending on, how much you think that will be beneficial for you. Luckily, everything here is adjusted by the CP. You can see this is my strongest friend from Dlito right here, right? And then, depending on who you want in particular. So this is going to be a very useful feature for new players. Make sure you guys get strong friends to help you. Next up, let's move on into town. Let's talk a little bit about town items. I want to talk particularly, I'm sure you guys are aware of the part-time job and the, the takeout, whatever. That one, obviously, you want to do as much as you can. But I want to talk a little bit about the town shop, the items that's available here. Now notice you can see some of these items give you the plus 15, right? The object points. So you can see at the top left here, if you click every single level, you can click rewards by level. You can see like level 7, you're going to get this, level 8, you're going to get this, up to level... it goes up to level 20. But my advice for the timing, there's no need for you to rush, right? You want to look out for the items that give you bonuses to either gold or mana stones. For example, today I got this statue of woman with a white flag. Now notice this one, it doesn't give you a lot of the object points. You can see 360 for 5,400 town coins, whereas the pawn 4,800 will give you 480 points. So the pawn gives you overall more, right? The pawn actually gives you more value. But if you look at secondary effect that it gives, this one gives 0.5% mana crystal as loot, whereas the statue of woman with white flag, this one gives you 2% mana dust as loot. Alright, when you place it in town, you will receive this amount. In my humble opinion, this is something that you want to have. Items like this that give you either gold or mana dust as loot. This is going to be beneficial for your account in the long run because this is an idle game. There's no stamina, right? So you collect all of this gold, mana dust, all the stones every single day. The more you have, the much more beneficial it's going to be for you. So make sure pay attention to these particular items that give all of these bonuses. So I'm going to buy that for sure. The next tip I have for you guys is take advantage of putting the same type of units in your team. Alright, so what does this mean? So you can see right now I'm running almost an undead team. I have 4 of the same type, which is an undead team except for Jade right here, right? So if you run 4 of the same type, you get attack plus 20% and HP plus 20%. So if you happen to run 5 undead, so let me see if I can bring one more undead in. So now you can see 5 of the same type will give you 25% attack, 25% HP, right? So that's something that you have to keep in mind. And bonus tip, last but not least, is all about the Zodiac. Now, this is something that's much more complicated for the time being. Now, after reading through and talking to a lot of players that have been playing since day 1, right? I feel like the best one is most likely going to be Pieces, the one at the most far right. Now, this one, why is it the most important one? Is because it gives you gold buff. So, gold is the most universally important currency in the game. It's much more important than mana dust because with gold, you can also buy some of the items available right here. If you go to the shop, you can see you can buy some of this stuff with gold. Right now, at least early game, it feels like gold is overall more important than mana dust, at least for me. But yeah, this is something that you guys have to, take into consideration. So if you want to upgrade one in particular, my recommendation is to focus on one particular one, because if you can get, if you get all of this buff, you can see gold loot plus 20%. That is a huge one. Okay, so now I'm 18%. So this is something that I'm going to work slowly towards. I think I'm going to focus on the pieces first and then focus on the remaining ones later on. So yeah, with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else that you guys want to add, or if there's anything else that I missed out, feel free to ask any questions you have in the comment section below. As always, big shout out to BlueStacks for sponsoring today's video. I'll have my referral link in the description below so you guys can download BlueStacks for yourself. Having a ton of fun with Eversoul right now, and it's running very, very well on BlueStacks as well. As always, if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.